When I asked our next speaker what her superpower would be, she said it would be the power of vision, to be able to see through walls, to be able to see microscopic things, to be able to see into the cosmos and see all the wonders of the universe. Please put your hand together for Keona.
Sure, why not? Yep, yep, yep. Hey, y'all. Y'all look absolutely amazing. I can't get up here and not give honors to Literacy Works. My first encounter with them was June 30th, 2018 with Becky DeForest. She was the reason why we actually provide literacy services on the south side of Chicago. Then came Katie, who was our board president, as well as Sarah, who's sitting on our board now. So kudos, shout out to you guys. I appreciate your leadership. This is when I think of community, I think of them. So shout out to them. Hey, but let me talk about the book that changed my life. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go. There was a time in my life, guys, when uncertainty was there. I didn't have clarity of who I was. And even worse, I didn't know how to connect with people. Everything was surface level. I would be in the room smiling, being present, talking, feeling social, and still felt completely disconnected. On the inside, yeah, that was me. Let's travel back to 2007 in my 20s as an administrator at a production company, an adjunct professor, completing my second degree because I was a forever student, a homeowner of a newly constructed house. On the outside, I looked like everything was together. I was showing up, working, surviving, handling responsibility, doing all the things adults needed to do. But internally, I was struggling, frustrated, confused, trying to piece everything together with duct tape, prayer, and denial. And when you're in that kind of season, your confidence starts shattering. Little by little, your self-esteem gets shaken, your identity gets blurry. I remember consistently asking myself, why do I feel unseen? And why wasn't I connecting? Now, the truth was, I didn't understand people. And honestly, I definitely didn't understand myself, because in your 20s, you're just figuring life out, right? Then the book that changed my life came to my existence, which was, y'all ready? The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. And let me tell you something, that book wasn't just a read, y'all. It dragged me through the rug, respectfully. I was drugged. I opened those pages thinking I was gonna learn about people, right? But little did I know, it showed me. It was a mirror, a reflection of what I needed for me. One quote from that book, and please fill in the blank wherever you still feel fit. People tend to criticize their spouse, blank, whoever that relationship is, most loudly in the area where they themselves have the deepest emotional need. That was me. Woo, I threw that book across the room. And I had to sit with it for a moment, because you know, when you turn pages and you read stories, it's like, why now, you know? And in that moment, I realized I had spent so much time wanting to be understood and appreciated, but I never stopped and asked myself, do I truly understand people? That's deep, right? That book broke something down so simple that changed my life forever. We don't all receive love the same way, communicate the same, or even interpret care the same way. And suddenly it made sense. Our language is foreign, right? Here I am speaking fluently in acts of service because I'm a server, I give. And somebody else needed words of affirmation. I was serving thinking I deserved it, a standing off, you know, you want to applaud, right? Applaud for me because I'm serving the community, right? But I was sitting in rooms where people needed to be complimented. They needed words of affirmation. They needed to be seen and heard, and that just looked different from what I was giving out. So I was pouring into people. Still, they were missing me. I was missing them. No translator, no subtitles, because I do look at TV with the subtitles. Just vibes and confusion, right? But that book gave me the language I needed to transform my life. It gave me clarity, and most importantly, it gave me accountability. I had to ask myself the most difficult question in that time, which was, do you want connection or do you just want to be understood? That's real, right? Because when we read books, we sit in those moments, right? And the one biggest lesson I learned during that season was you can't truly show up for others until you show up for yourself. I had spent so much time pouring into everything, everyone, while ignoring my own healing, my own inner voice, and my own need. At that moment, I learned self-awareness is not selfish, it's necessary. Healing yourself changes how you love people, communicate with people, and carry yourself through the world, right? The work then began with me. I became intentional. I listened different. I paid attention differently. I observed people differently. I learned that for some people, love sounds like encouragement. For others, it sounds like quality time, right? And for others, it was me just showing up differently. And for some, it's consistently support or simply just being present. And once I understood that, everything in my life shifted. My relationships changed. The way I responded and communicated with my children shifted. My communication became stronger. I was more empathetic. I became more compassionate, more self-aware, and more intentional in how I showed up for others. Now, the truth remains is, hold on, I lost my part. Technology. And the beautiful thing about transformation, that when something truly has changed your life, you want to share it. So I didn't keep it within myself. I went to the bookstore and bought every book in the store and gave it to the people that I was connected to. And that was impact for me. Because I knew this book could unlock healing, understanding, growth, accountability. It could do the same. I wanted everybody to feel what I was feeling in that moment. Love is patient. Love is kind. It doesn't envy. It does not boast, and it is not proud. Love is not just about you giving more. It's about what others receive and perceive. And communication isn't about speaking louder. It's about understanding and comprehending. So that book didn't just teach me how to love people differently. It taught me how to show up differently. And honestly, that's why literacy matters so much to me. Because literacy is reading words on a page, it's comprehension, it's understanding, it's transformation. Sometimes one book, one sentence, one moment of clarity can completely change the direction of someone else's life. So for me, this book gave me the language for emotions. I didn't know how to express myself, but it helped me to understand myself and others better. It reminded me that healing often begins with understanding, comprehending, and sometimes that breakthrough you're praying for isn't found in just doing more, it's found in understanding differently. So the 5 love languages, y'all, it truly impacted me. So thank you so much. I'm gonna pass the mic.